Hello YouTube, welcome to Basic Chemistry's first video, and in this video we're going to cover atomic structure. So this is basically what atomic structure is. Definition, it's written here, explains what an atom and what an atom is made out of. And as you can see in the diagram below, this is a Bohr model of the atom, of an helium atom. We will just focus on this diagram. So in this diagram, I have color-coded the different parts. So the red one, they're called electrons. So these, the red ones are electrons. And the blue ones are called protons, and the black ones are called neutrons. And this big circle you see around here, that's called the electron shell. So let's first explain what an electron is. So an electron, these two little red circles here, they're particles that orbit around the nucleus, which is the middle part here, and they have near zero mass or negligible mass. So this is a very important point. Their mass is nearly zero, and they also have a charge of -1. And protons, the blue ones, their mass is about 2,000 times heavier than that of an electron, and then has a charge of +1. And technically these two are the most important ones. But anyways, and the last one are neutrons. So neutrons, they have the same mass as protons, so they're about 2,000 times heavier than an electron, but they have a charge of 0. So they're often called, so its charge of 0 is called neutral, hence the name neutrons. So anyways, these three, electrons, protons, and neutrons, are basically what makes up an atom. And if you want to go in a bit more detail, we can talk about the nucleus. So the nucleus is made out of protons, neutrons, and the electron shell, this one here, this big circle. This one's basically like a path that the electron orbits in. And in the Bohr model, it's simplified into a giant circle, and then we just assume that electrons orbit in this giant circle. And one thing interesting is, although this is an atom of helium, if you draw another atom of lithium, like so, and we draw the electrons, oops, okay, can't draw perfect circles right now, but anyways, if you draw an atom of lithium, if you somehow divide or shred the atom into its counterparts, so into its electrons, protons, and neutrons, every element in the world would be exactly the same, because all electrons, protons, and neutrons are identical. So an electron in lithium and an electron in helium are no different. The only thing that makes each of these elements unique is the number of electrons, protons, and neutrons it has, and the placement of these particles. So in the next video, we will cover some basic stuffs about the periodic table, and we will look at how we can just identify which atom, for example, which atom this is, just by looking at the number of its electrons, protons, and neutrons. So please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and visit my Instagram if you have any further questions, and I will private message you and answer them to the best of my ability.